Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Triple B. Don't know about y'all, but a good day of ride make your boy hungry. Let's go up in this kitchen and see what we can whip up. What's up, YouTube? It's the one and only Triple B Backyard Chef. We bringing it indoors today for a quick and easy garlic butter wine chicken thigh. I just want to say a special thanks to those who sub to the channel, and if this is your first time here, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button and jingle that notification bell. And if you end up liking the video, go ahead and hit that like button so we can reach more people on the YouTube. Road to 100 subs and we over halfway there, baby. Let's get it. So getting right to the ingredients, you're gonna need a stick of butter, garlic, 2 medium-sized onions, chicken thighs, white wine, and 1 quart of heavy cream. So now for everybody's favorite part, the prep. So first we need to take our rosemary out, get it off the stem, and from there you're gonna grab a good knife or your food processor and get it chopped down pretty good, whatever consistency you like. We're gonna put it back in the packaging, put it over to the side. We're gonna grab our garlic. We're gonna press it down with our knife. Oh, man down. If you can manage to get 4 large cloves, that's what we're gonna need. So once you get them, you're gonna smash them down pretty good with your knife. All 4 of them. Come on, you can do it, Chef. Let's get it. Then peel them up real good, get all the peeling off. Smashing them's gonna help. Then give them a good old chop. I mean, this is a good time to sharpen up on your knife cutting skills, you know. Once you get that done, throw them in a container, something you got handy. Just go on, get it all up in there, and we're gonna put that to the side as well. All right, now for those onions. Go on, get them peeled up, cut them in half. You really want to cut some good 1/4-inch slices. Remember, a sharp knife is a safe knife, so get a good one and keep it sharp. I'll link mine in the description. They aren't too expensive and they ain't gonna hurt your pocketbook that bad. Now let's throw them onions in a lightly oiled cast iron skillet or whatever skillet you got. I love cast iron, so that's what I'm going with. You know, and don't skimp out on the olive oil. Get you some good olive oil. It makes a world of difference. Get them all good and coated so we can start that process of cooking them down. You don't want to cook them all the way because they'll finish cooking in the oven whenever we get the chicken cooked and throw them all back in there. Make you a little hole, throw your garlic in there, and you know, once you start smelling that garlic, that's when you want to start incorporating it in, and it don't take long. So now that we've gotten there, we'll go ahead and grab some more rosemary. Now look, if you're not a fan of rosemary, you can skip this step. I happen to love it, so whenever I can add it, I'm going to. Remember, we're gonna be going in with some of that rosemary we chopped up at the beginning here in a little while when we go to make our sauce. So, like I said, you can choose to skip it or go ahead and go in with it. Up until now, we've been cooking on about medium high. Once they get a little translucent, let's take them out the pan and into another container for a second while we get this chicken ready. Throw you a little bit of olive oil in there while the pan's heating up. All right, so let's throw a little salt and pepper on this old yard pimp. You can throw some granulated garlic in there as well, but remember, we got 4 big cloves already incorporated in with the onion. All right, so by now, your oil ought to be hot and ready. If you don't hear no sizzle when you throwing that bird in there, then it ain't hot enough. We want to put a good sear on both sides. We're not trying to cook it completely on this step. Remember, we're gonna finish this off in the oven. All right, so now's the perfect time to go ahead and season the other side. We only seasoned one side when we had it on the cutting board. I only want to mess with it just once, you know. So throw it in there. Let's go ahead and season this other side so everything's seasoned. Last thing you want is not to have enough flavor on that chicken. thighs is flavorful already as it is, but if you ain't got it seasoned enough, then what's the point? Who likes bland food? So once you got a little bit of color on both sides, it ain't gotta be a lot. Go ahead and throw them on a wire rack or maybe a paper towel or something like that, just to let some of that excess grease go on and drip off of there. Like I've said in previous videos, I got a big family and my boys like to eat, so I gotta cook a whole nother pack of chicken. But anyway, so your butter ought to be softened up by now. Go ahead and get that rosemary you done chopped up and dump a little bit in there at a time into your butter and mix it up. We're gonna do a compound butter. And like I said, I like rosemary, so I'm gonna put a good bit of what I had chopped up in there. You don't have to use it all, you can sprinkle a little bit on at the end. I had a little bit of garlic left over, I'm gonna throw that in there as well. And hey, you can too. Ain't nothing like having a little bit more garlic. Can't never have enough garlic. All right, so now test your skillet to make sure you're still hot. You wanna be at about medium heat at this point. Throw that compound butter in there so we can start trying to get that fond off the bottom of the pan that the chicken left behind. That ain't nothing but a bunch of goodness down there. So go ahead and take your wooden spoon or a plastic spatula and try to get that off the bottom. All that's gonna be good when it incorporates in with this sauce we about to make. Now go ahead and add you about half a cup of some white wine. Let's start cooking off some of that alcohol. Screw it. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Butter and wine and garlic and rosemary. You can't go wrong there, I'm telling you. Go ahead, continue trying to get all that goodness off the bottom of that pan. Well, the hell with it. I guess we just be alcoholics. Let's just make that a full cup of white wine. All right, so let's cut the heat down a little bit and start adding in some heavy cream. Take your whisk, whatever you got, start incorporating it in there. The residual heat of what's in there is going to help this thicken up. Taste as you go. See if it needs anything. I wound up using that whole thing of heavy cream. I'm just gonna keep stirring, incorporating it, testing it. Now, at the point that you can put a spoon down in there and it'll coat the back of that spoon, you good. But add whatever seasonings you think that it might need. It's gonna finish thickening up in the oven, so go ahead and throw them onions back in there. You're gonna make a whole bed of onions. We can lay this chicken down on top of. Now let's cut the heat and grab our chicken. Throw all your chicken in there and nestle it down in there real good. It's a bird, so you know they like to nestle. So nestle it all in there, fit it all like you can. And we're gonna throw this into a 350-degree oven for roughly 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all it took for me, and we there. Look how beautiful that is, man. The whole house is just perforated with just goodness. Plate it up however you want. Man, you don't even need nothing but some good toasted French bread to sop up all the juices. Do it how you want. Do you. Be your own chef. That's it for today. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all don't forget, subscribe, like, share. We on the road to 100 subs, baby. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all remember to be good to one another. This is Triple B's. We out.